Hey, this is Okay. I'm back again with another drawing and a little tutorial on coloring. You can see here we've got all this commission. This is Sabine and Hera colored. They're not quite finished, but in the previous videos we were inking them. Now we're coloring them. If you know who Hera is, you know she's got these head tails, and she's got a design on her head tails. Let's pull it up over here. Where is she? Okay, so you can see these little designs. I've got them on pants over here, but they're going to go on our head tails, which are these things right here. And there's, if you want to shade these and give them a print, there's a couple ways of doing that. The way I like to do it is pull up a new multiply layer. You've got your flat coloring going on, so you can make these easy selections. I'm going to go ahead and use multiply on her head tails, and then we'll come in on the normal color layer and we'll do these designs. And it should come up of looking like these designs are a part of our head tails and shaded. I'll show you what it looks like as soon as we finish. Okay, so first step would be get that multiply layer, get it selected, and now we're going to do something like around 20. Here we go. We want a kind of a medium darkness. I'm going to go with a little bit of a blue, blue-green. It's going to give a little bit of a hue to it. See that hue coming in a little bit. Let's make it a little softer and bigger. Well, let's make let's make it a little harder and a little bigger. That's what she said. Alright, so we've got the head tail right here. If we want to change any of that, we'll use an eraser right here. Let's make that smaller. Oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to forget that now. Okay. So I've got this other kind of like an airbrush tool right here. We'll give it a little bit of a dimensional quality by adding that stroke right there. Alright, we're going to take the eraser, make sure that's the airbrush, and we're going to give, whoops, a little, let's go on a low flow here. Low flow, and just get a little bit of a under highlight. What's that called? Reflection under there. Alright. And let's give this a little more shading, a little softer of a gradient going through here. Make them feel very rounded. Alright, so I'm going to increase that eraser a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we might want to come in with a little bit darker of a brush, but first I'm going to do both these head tails with the same darkness. And I've got a light source up here, so most of this will be in the darkness. Alright, we'll have a shadow. Let's get a bigger brush here and very softly create some dimension to this head tail. Alright, so we've got these head tails drawn in here. Let's give it just a slight stroke on both sides. Let's kind of darken this up over here because it's not really catching the light as much as the top would be. Alright, that's a pretty good shading job right there. Now, if we want to get a darker shading, we'll go down to right there. If we went to the black, it's going to come off really strong because we're already at a pretty good darkness value, and it is going to build on top of that. It's like adding, I know it's called a multiply layer, but if you can think of it as an adding the darkness to what darkness you already have. Let's see, get just a little bit of a darker shading job going on here. I'm gonna make this underlighting, I guess you call it, a little darker too. Very soft gradient. Those head tails are pretty smooth, I think, so we won't give it too much texture. Very smooth, like an airbrush gives us. Okay, now for the fun part. We're going to deselect that just because it'll make this thing easier. We'll get the pants reference. You see when I pull it over here, it's under the multiply layer. You can already kind of tell that it's looking like it's part of the head tail, and it's already shaded like it's part of the head tail. I can tell I'm not going to be able to use that design just like cut and paste, so I'm going to have to actually draw this design. And so to do that, I'm going to select these head tails again. I'm going to select this color, it's the very bright green. I'm going to do probably like a 14, let's see, and I'm trying to decide if I want the line width to vary, and you would change that by opening up your brush tools box and doing shape dynamics. Minimum diameter, let's go with a halfway, so that way the line won't vary that much. Alright, so we get our reference over here. Crap. Let's pull it over so I can see what I'm doing. Put it up on that flat background right there. Who is that? Lika Figure 2? Maybe? I don't know. Trying to give some credit to them, but here we go. We'll go to our color layer. This is the bottom layer. This is the layer that all this is associated with. And now we're going to do this design. Let's see. Let's pull over a little bit of reference to help see. This circle is kind of up here, and it reaches into the, I don't know, what is that, like a bandana thing or something? This is a little shaky, so I'm going to cut out some of that, make it smoother. Okay, so there would be another smaller inside. Okay, we got that one. And now it comes to, let's see, the bottom would be where this goes. So you can see it getting darker down there because it is being affected by that multiply layer. Alright. So there's also a little ball thing at the end of the line on that side, but we can't see it. Actually, we can't use the eraser here, but we can use this color. We select that color right there because that's what that bottom layer is without the multiply layer, and it acts like an eraser. Alright, so getting that color again, we'll just sample that. We need another circle. Alright, easy enough. Now we need the bottom half of this circle. I'm going to kind of make the circle look a little wide, like these head tails are kind of widening with the weight gain. Alright, now we're to one of the last circles. Alright, a little thicker on this side to kind of give it some perspective. Alright, now what's on this side? It's just like a kind of a stick on the end, I think. And maybe one last semicircle going down here. Alright, so that's pretty easy. And you can see here it gets darker as it goes onto this shaded area and brighter where it's not shaded. And that is how you kind of do pattern on a base layer and give the multiply layer to do your shading work for you. I've also used it down here on her elbow pad. It allows me to do texture and then kind of shade it on top of that texture. I used a hue layer on her hair. The hue layer is that pink right there. Let's see, no real multiply layers on her hair, but just a little bit of darkness down there. And the darkness will make sure that it looks like the pink and the purple merged together, and because you'd have to choose like a purple color selection and be stroking purple strokes, and that purple's gonna run up into the pink, and a better way to do that is just to get a like a gray on this multiply layer and do strokes, and that way you keep the gradient that you've already got, this pink going into purple, but it also has darkness and individual lines in the color. So I'm just going to finish up this head tail and then conclude the video. If you've been watching one of the videos, while I was inking, I was talking about Windy Wonka Chapter 2 coming up. If you would like to send out your ideas or your request for Windy Wonka 2, I am just putting it out there that I am listening right now. Once the script is finished, all the requests and stuff are pretty much too late. Can't go back and edit a finished script that much. So if you have ideas or things you'd like to see in Windy Wonka Chapter 2, go ahead and get those sent in. You can send them in by comments in the YouTube section below, or you can zoom over to my DeviantArt website, Okayokayokok, and that is in the description below. You can leave a comment on my DeviantArt profile page, or you can let's see what's going on here, or you can note me. You can also email me through my website below in the description. All right, get this going right here. All right, that's better. So we've got this, we've got a what is this, like a stick thing below. Put a ball at the end of that. This is a little too wide. Okay. All right. And also, we will be doing more of these Star Wars weight gain commissions. If you have anything else you want to do to a Star Wars character in a commission, you can let me know through a note. I've got commission prices on my DeviantArt profile page. If you look over there, you'll find a link. Let's see, we're almost done here. And I will be coming out with a video soon about commissions, to kind of give a friendly friendly little way to know how to go about getting a commission, and what I need from you and what goes on when I do a commission. So be on the look for that. If you want to see those videos, hit subscribe down below and you will get notified. Also, if you like this video, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button and support the channel. Thanks a lot. This is Okayokayokok, and I will catch you later.